Hey y'all, Micronaut here. This is episode 19 of the Utopia SMP. We're using Direwolf 20's 1.7.10 pack, and this is version 1.0.2. And yesterday we worked on getting our room all squared away and our sorting system dealt with, and boy was that a lot of work. I literally spent like 8 hours working on this off camera with only a 30-minute video to show y'all what I did. And all I gotta say is, Jedi, thanks a lot, man. He helped out a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
Anytime, man. So, anytime. No, not anytime. Thank you, man. That's what I meant to say. Anyways, so today we are working on killing the wither. And I do mean killing the wither on farm. We are going to farm that bad boy. I have some plans. So the first step to that is this one focus of warding. So that is all done. I finally got this damn thing researched. Now the next step is going to be getting my infusion altar up and running. So that's going to require a bunch of terraforming and stuff. I think I'm going to put it out here. I'm not exactly sure. I'll figure that all out in the moments to come. But once I get the wither, well, once I get the infusion altar made, then I can make the warding focus. And then once I have the warding focus, then I can build my room. I don't know where I'm going to build the room. I probably, honestly, I don't even have any idea where I'll build it. But I'll come up with something as usual. So without further ado, here we go. Alright, something else I wanted to show y'all really quickly here was this chest is still freaking processing, man. It is taking forever to process. And if you look in this chest here, we still have all these ore berries. Yes, we're still farming ore berries. I haven't showed you guys this in a while, but we have the experience farm here and a bunch of the iron and tin and gold and all of that nice nifty stuff. So yeah. So the next thing we're doing here is, as I said, getting to work on this. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. So back to work on the infusion altar. Alright, so the terraforming has begun. What I'm working on this terraforming for is the infusion altar. The infusion altar is required for a lot of the things that we're going to be carrying on with in the very near future. We need to make some node stabilizers, and the node stabilizer is not infusion altar, but the advanced one is. And I want to do some one recharging stuff with the advanced node stabilizers. But to do all of that with the infusion altar, we're going to require the alchemical furnace and the jars and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of work. So why don't we get to work on that, and I'll be back. Wow, this terraforming is taking a little longer than I thought it might. But I guess it's much harder to do without using the builder's one for everything. But unfortunately, I am completely out of dirt. And while I could make the world hole upgrade from my quarry so I could gather some dirt, it really honestly wouldn't be that much. So this is what it's going to end up looking like. I'm going to raise it all up to this, well, to this level here, I think. All of this. I'm going to put my infusion out here somewhere. Probably create a building around it. Maybe. We'll see. Not sure exactly what I'm doing yet. But I'm terrible at making things look natural, kind of like this looks natural. So I tend to make nice stairwells on each side. But yeah, so let me get back to this. Alright, and we're all terraformed. So now I must get to work on making the runic matrix. Alright, so as usual I've gathered some supplies here. And we're going to make us one of these to begin with. That way we can make our runic matrix. I always forget what's in this thing. Okay. Oh, I forgot the ender pearl. Obviously. Let's see, I should have an ender pearl along this wall someplace. Let's see. This is going to be the problem. Until I get used to where everything is, it's going to take me a while to remember it all. There's a lot of stuff on that dang wall. Let's see. So we take the ender pearl and we put it there, and we take 4 shards and put them there, and then, oops. Oh, darn it. We will take, boy, I'm just misclicking all over the place today, aren't I? And it takes 40, but I got a discount, so I'm okay with that. So I have my runic matrix, and I need to make a bunch of the tables, and the tables are, let's see, what do we got here? Stone block, block, block. Oh, alright, so it's all just blocks, and that's okay. So let me move these around here, and alright, oops, we go back. So now we're gonna make, I usually like to have 12 tables, so we're gonna do this 6 times. There we go. And I'm gonna need, I guess you can't pick them up that way, that's weird. So let's see, we're gonna make a few of these. I think we only need 4. Not sure exactly where I'm gonna put this, but let's see, I always do this backwards. So when I go to the mystical construct here, it's the bricks on the bottom. I'll always mess up. I should have made 1 extra table, but that's alright. So let me figure out exactly where I'm going to put all of this, and then let me do some measurements here. Alright, so we're going to put it right here in the middle, and how we build this silly thing is like so. Put the bricks down here, and then we're going to put the blocks on top of that, and we're going to put one more, oops, not like that, silly. Put one more like that, so we can lift the runic matrix up, then we have to break that one back out, and then 25 on each, which we have, and a right click, and pow, there we go. Let's see, so the arcane pedestals, I think I want 12 of them total. So, I mean, I always end up debating this. Do I want 10? Do I want 12? You know, what do I want? Not exactly sure. So, I'll probably design it and then come back and show it off. Alright, so we're done with this. This is my attempt at making it look pretty. I'm not sure how I like it or not. We'll see. It might grow on me. I may end up changing it. I kind of like it, but alright. So the next step is going to be getting the alchemical furnace so that I can melt down stuff into the essentia that I need to make some of this stuff, and I really want to stabilize this, so I'm gonna have to do something to really stabilize the heck out of this thing. So let me figure out exactly what I'm gonna do, and then I will come back and we'll discuss it. Alright, we're back, and it has become very clear that I need a wand of equal trade. So I am putting that together, and I probably won't have enough on my wand here. It's probably going to require ordo. I haven't really looked, so yeah, see, I figured that was coming. So off I go to go recharge my wand, but yeah. And there we go. That is a wand of equal trade focus. So there we go. Alright, so this is a pretty good start on what our infusion altar is going to look like. I still have a lot more stabilization to do. I will probably, because it takes like 150 plus items to do it, I'm probably going to create a room underneath it that's just dedicated to stabilization. So, you know, it can stay looking pretty, but be very, very stable. But let me get back to work on this, and I'll show you when it's all done. Alright, so as it stands, this is 100 items. I have a current glitch over here, but it's alright, it doesn't really affect us at the moment. But this is 100 items around my altar, and I believe it's 150-ish items. I have some ideas on possible automation of my altar, of my pedestals and stuff. We'll see how it all works out in the end. But with this much done, I think I'm safe to start doing some of my infusion. So I'm going to get back to work on the alchemical furnace. And then once I have the furnace done, or at least gathered the stuff for it, I will come back. So I'll see you shortly. Alright, so we have the stuff gathered to put this stuff together. So what we're going to need first is we're going to need a furnace. Boy, that couldn't have been drawn any worse if I'd have tried. And then we're going to need a crucible. So we'll take this nice nifty thing. Oh, gotta get my wand. I always forget one thing or another. What did I do with my wand? That's gotta be in my tool bag. Yep, there it is. So we'll throw that down and whack it with the wand, and presto. Alright, so the construct for this is, let's see if I can remember. I think it is this with a furnace in the middle and a crucible on top. Oh, that would be in the work table, not a normal workbench. I don't know what I'm thinking. So we'll put this thing in here and then draw this in like we have been. And then we take the furnace and the crucible. Alright, and then we have the alchemical furnace. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to need some alembics. So I think we only need 4 alembics. So this is the pattern for these things. And then, no, that goes on this side, I'm sure of it. And then 4 of those. And I don't remember what the rest of it is, so I'm going to have to go look it up. And iron, and buckets. But I should have 4 buckets. And the rest is iron. There we go. And hopefully we have enough for all of these. We do. Awesome. I wonder if I can pick them up from here and do that. No. Oh well. Okay, so that is the alchemical furnace and alembics made. Let me go put this down kind of randomly out here because I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to handle all this. So I'm going to start it off by putting it right here, I think, and run these up the wall. There we go. That's got 4 alembics. I'll probably work shortly on getting some golems together. Specifically an alchemy golem or a decanting golem, whichever they call it these days. So I need to figure out what resources are used for this this wand of warding, because that is my very first one. Let's see. 10, 25, 25, and 25 it looks like. As I said, I'm very blind and this is very hard for me to see, so let me make some, let's see, we need some jars first, so let me get a couple of jars. If I can just remember where to find those jars. I think that is under thaumaturgy? No. Oh, it's got to be under alchemy. Here it is. Okay, so we look at the warded jars. That is a plank and glass panes. So let's gather that stuff. I have a bunch of glass in this. Oh, it's not really a bunch, but I thought I had some panes in here. Oh, I guess I do. But it's not going to be enough. So let me get some cobble and sand. I forgot about this. It's probably all... Yeah, this is all silicon. Darn. Because I started taking care of that earlier and I forgot about it. So we need some cobble. We'll do 2 things to cobble. We're going to put it in here and we're going to tell it to push pull, which it already is. Sand. And I know I have some sand here. I only have, yeah, wow, I only have 1 stack. So let's cook this up, and yeah, it makes the quite clear glass, but that's okay because the quite clear glass is interchangeable for normal glass. So hopefully this has nothing else that can cook it into again. Let me look at the recipes. So yeah, recipe and oh no, that's how to make it. Uses, I should say. I don't think there is a... Oh. No. Wait, let's go back and look at that. Where did it go? Come on. There it is. Yeah, there's only 1 thing there. Okay, so we should be okay here. Alright. Let's take this and start off making us some panes. Make normal glass here. And we're going to put that like so. And then we're going to need some slabs. This is my former wood chest and present wood chest. Let's start with that many. And obviously we cannot make these silly things here. I'm going to have to do it over in this one. Huh. Oh. Okay. And we can take the planks and put the planks in like so. And then put these in like so. And good. 10. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking. Alright, so let me gather some stuff to burn.
Okay, this is freaking adorable.
And sorry about that, I forgot to mute him. But let me get some stuff to burn and figure out exactly what I need and I will come back. Alright, so it's going to take an awful long time to burn these things down. So I'm going to burn stone first and then to death. I keep forgetting I have to power these silly things. So let me get some coal. There we go. And I can burn this down. I think it takes coal. Sure it takes coal. Duh. Alright. So we're burning up the coal, or the stone. And the reason I chose stone is because there was only Terra on it. Oh, you know what? I mistook my math here. So I just wanted to do a full jar. And the nice thing is since I have this on me, I can just toss this back in there and not worry about it. Alright, so the Terra is already melted. I'm going to do half a stack of paper for the Cognito. That'll give me half a jar of Cognito. What else do I need here? Pardon me. Let's see. I need Ordo and Tudeman. Tudeman's going to be interesting. Let's go look at what we can get Tudeman out of. I mean, I know there's lots of things, but invariably when I'm not sure what I'm doing here, I just go and cursor over this. Hey, how you doing, zombie? I'm recording at the moment. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Alright, so it looks like I'm going to use leather. Leather looks like a good one to use. So let me check that and see exactly. Should be one, but I'm not sure what other things leather has on it. I know I have a bunch of it. Well, it's not so much a bunch anymore, but I can make it. So maybe Tudeman's not such a great one. I mean, leather's not such a good one to use. Let me find something and I'll come back. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I need to collect the Terra here. I'm not sure if you guys knew this or not, but you can right-click a jar onto a alembic and it will pick up what's in the alembic, assuming it's an empty jar. So there's the Cognito, there's the Terra, and what I'm using for Tudeman is I'm going to end up using iron boots. I know it's not the most efficient. I have plenty of iron at the moment, and I definitely just do not have the leather. Now, while I could make a conjuration catalyst, I just don't have the mana production at the moment to make myself a whole bunch of leather. A whole bunch of leather. So I guess I'm just gonna sit here and keep doing this until I have the amount that I need, plus a bit, just in case. And then I have to come back and get the Ordo, which is still kind of an issue at the moment. I haven't figured out what I'm going to use for Ordo yet, but once I figure it out, I'll let y'all know. Alright, so I've decided to use Silverwood as my last one. That will give me half a stack of Ordo and Precontatio, which I can always use. The Arbor is kind of a whatever, but, you know, at least it's something, at least it's something. So, let me collect this metalum and the rest of the metalum. I think that was all. No. Okay, so I'll put the metalum down there and grab another jar of metalum, and then I can show you a nifty trick. So if you put if you put the metalum on the ground and you shift right click it, it will empty the jar. That's so if you just want to get rid of something, you're good. So here's the Tudeman. And last but not least, I have to get that Ordo. So this is going to take a few minutes. Let's sort these out here. Let's see, this is Arbor. Okay, and that's the Precontatio. Ah, and there's the Ordo. Let's see, Ordo, Arbor, and that's it, and Precontatio. So as soon as this is done filtering, it'll take a little while. I will come back. Alright, so we are all done with gathering the supplies. Now all we have to do is put this bad boy together. Why is that in my inventory? That should not be there. So the supplies are these 4 things, and the quartz. So if I remember right, it is a quartz, let's put the thingamabobber in the middle. Let's look just to make sure. So we go to Artifice, and no, it's Thaumaturgy. Click on here. Okay, so 2 green, 2 Ordo, 2 Quicksilver, 2 Nether. I think I am missing the Ordo. I am. So let me grab the Ordo and run our happy butts back over here. I always have this problem with setting these silly things up. So there is 8 items to be spread out. So that means that we use this method. Let's see, where's our Ordo? Our Ordo goes here and over here. Actually, I guess I should have done this with earth shards instead of the quartz there. And then we're going to do on these 2, we're going to do the other ones, which are the Quicksilver and the quartz. So we're going to go Quicksilver, quartz, and then over here, opposite of that, we're doing the quartz and then the Quicksilver. And that's all of it. It's all ready. All we got to do is get our wand out, which is probably back inside. I have a horrible habit of doing that. I'm going to have to make a crafting wand or a staff or something like that. And then come back. Let's see. Easier to go through the door, right? And wish us luck. Here we go. So watching it. Listening for it to give lightning or something silly like that. Let's back off and look a bit. Beautiful. This is working. So we got to watch all these items. If something jumps off, we got to run over and put it back on. Check the matrix. Come on. Let's see. Almost done with the Ordo. Sure don't like the sound of that thunder. Let's see. And alright, that's all of that. So it's going to start sucking items in. There we go. There's another quartz. Alright. There's the Quicksilver. And hita! We have success. Beautiful. And there is that elusive wand focus of warding. Yay! That's another step down, and I think that we will call this a wrapping up point here. And I'll probably be doing future infusion crafting off camera, but I figured you guys might want to see the first one. So here you go, and this is Micronaut signing off. Micronaut out.